can't move my mouse with these gloves on. It doesn't work.
Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason Ash.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the podcast that, apparently one of us did something wrong in the first life.
Oh, only one of us?
Well, I mean, we're kind of like a package deal.
What, like what happens to you happens to me?
Well, I mean, if we were to get picked up by a radio station.
Well, I mean, yeah, in that case.
We'd be like, have my people call your people.
My people is you.
Okay, well then they can just talk to my wife.
Oh, okay.
And she'll arrange everything. But I'm Jason Ash.
We already did this.
Okay.
I'm going to do it again. I'm Kevin Graham.
No one can see you. You're all you have no appendages.
What do you mean I have no appendages?
Because you're in all black.
I'm wearing a coat and a scarf.
It looks like you're wearing
chilly.
a morph suit.
I could get into that. Literally. And I can get into it. Mm-hmm. And I could get into it.
They should make.
Just gonna let that one go. I can't use my touchpad.
So, but okay, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna get into it on the morph suit,
right? They
should do what they did like in the old cartoons where they had the ass flap just for the front.
Well, I think they do.
The ass flap?
Yeah, I'm sure it exists.
On a morph suit?
Why not?
I mean, I'm with you, but
you are with me. We're gonna test this out later.
And that's why we're here, ladies.
That's why we're here. I'm taking this off. I can't use my touchpad. Guys, it's out there in the real world. How did we get here?
Dude, your past caught up with you.
I just walked into a dimension as this target.
Well, you came over to the right place because let me tell you something. My home, has resembled where we are, for about a week.
Oh yeah,
it has been rough. Ladies and gentlemen,
okay,
in the X household, because there's this little thing. Well, let me back up a little bit. Because
start from the beginning.
Okay, starting from the beginning.
It actually just got chillier.
Well, it's a cold day in
in there. Yeah, it was colder out there. Right. Let me tell you something.
You're shedding layers.
I am shedding layers.
It's getting a little warm.
It's weird. I'm feeling weird.
So back to the story. So a little piece of advice for all the parents who have children out there: never take them to a birthday party.
No,
never take them to a birthday party because they will get sick.
Well, it's flu season, and
don't go to a birthday party.
It's flu season. I'm sure nobody's gotten their flu shots. Because because anti-vax.
You're gonna eat those words in a little bit, just so you know.
Am I?
Yep.
Okay, but go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, we took the kids to a birthday party. Right. Literally everyone at the party who was under 10 years old, got sick.
How does that happen? Because you figure the adults have a stronger immune system.
Right. We have a smaller.
Because kids are just petri dishes of disease.
Well, yeah, those schools are filthy.
Yeah. Clean up the schools and then clean up the streets.
And then clean up your life.
And clean up your life.
You know what?
The more you can do is the more you'll know. It's a saying we say around here.
In here?
And around here,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Around these parts.
Around here.
Is he here?
Sidebar.
Okay.
Breaking down the fourth wall a little bit. I was very tempted to put faces in the background, but I don't think anybody wanted to stare at Hitler all night.
I wouldn't want to either.
And plus, that clip for YouTube probably wouldn't make a good thumbnail.
No. Just the two of us laughing. Hitler's back there. Anywho, you were saying everybody got sick.
Everybody got sick. So, of course, my kids were the last to show any symptoms. So I was all the parents of the party were like, oh, watch out, your kids are going to get sick. You're going to get sick. Everybody's going to get sick.
Yeah.
Everybody's sick. And I'm just sitting here oh, man, they're fine.
It takes time for the symptoms to kick in.
Yeah, but everybody else's symptoms kicked in. So I was just I got super kids. And hopefully one day they'll be my super friends.
Oh. Do you need a hug? Say what you're getting at.
So anyway, so we're like, okay, well, nothing's happening,
right,
and then the daughter gets sick.
Okay.
And I'm just like, oh no.
Right.
So she gets sick, and she's got a fever, and she's couch ridden, whatever.
Sure.
And then I'm just like, wow, the boy's
hanging in there.
I knew he was the next Batman. Like,
oh yeah. Actually, I think I'm actually gunning for that role.
Are you?
Yeah.
Because Affy's out, right?
Affy's out. And
Affy's
listen,
out.
I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yep.
Okay. You can pay me next to nothing. Okay. I can get on a great diet and workout regimen.
He knows a guy.
I know a guy. And I also do my own stunts. And I also look pretty good without a shirt on, so it's, win-win-win, right?
The only problem is...
What?
And it's not your fault.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I don't think Bruce Wayne has a widow peak.
What do you mean? Do I have a widow peak? Wait, listen, okay. If they CGI, But
well, listen. If they can edit out a mustache,
if they can edit out a goddamn mustache, they can do whatever. Plus, this will grow back. It's only recently done. By the time the movie starts shooting, I'll have it all. Plus wigs. I probably can pull off a wig.
You think so?
Yeah.
Travolta can.
I never knew he was bald. And then I found out he was bald. And then he did a movie like very recently where he was bald, and everybody's like, "Check out John Travolta's new look. He's bald." And I'm like, "Motherfucker's been bald since the '80s. Like,
right?
What the fuck are you talking about?"
Oh God,
what were we talking? Okay, but yeah, Batman. Call me up. I'm your guy. Just saying, I'm available. I ain't doing much. But your kids got sick then.
So then Batman fell.
Right.
And the boy went down hard. With the illness. So they were both down with the sickness.
Oh.
And
Okay, continue.
And okay, so that was on Friday.
Okay.
Of this past weekend.
Okay.
And I don't see. This is hard. This is hard because, like, okay, have you babysat your new nephew, niece?
My
I don't.
My nephew?
Yeah.
No, I have not babysat him.
Okay.
Okay.
But okay, so you don't have a good point of reference.
I don't. I just sort of live vicariously through other people when it comes to that.
Gotcha. Because let me tell you something.
Okay.
When you have a 7-year-old that's sick,
right,
and you have a 2-year-old that's sick,
right,
this is looking pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Back here.
Yeah.
All right. Because listen, ain't nobody sleeping.
No.
Ain't nobody sleeping.
I can't imagine.
Ain't nobody sleeping. Ain't nobody eating.
No.
Like everybody can have like some soup.
I mean, I like soup.
Oh, listen.
Soup's good.
There's only so much soup you can have.
Is there though?
Dude, let me tell you something.
Oh,
brother.
you tell me something.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Back in the Dizzy,
okay,
Wegmans, our grocery store of choice.
The only store of choice. The non-official official grocery store of Brainwreck.
Correct.
Did you forget what you were talking about?
No, I was going to say, does Tops compare?
No. Fuck no.
No, fuck Tops, right?
Fuck Tops.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, if you're into Tops, if that's your thing, that's fine. We will accept you, but there's only one. Goddamn Wegmans.
Yeah, but their baked goods are real expensive. So
and their burger bar sucks. But
store of choice,
meatball subs all day long,
bro,
meatball subs.
Okay, toasted.
Goddamn right.
So,
although hang on though, because here's a slight issue that I have. So I went to Wegmans recently to get me a toasted meatball sub, and I like them toasted. I like them with the meatballs. I like them with the provolone.
Okay.
Here's the issue. Okay, on the menu it says meatball parmesan.
They have no Parmesan?
The guy goes, I apologize, but they took our Parmesan. now
Who's they?
is now. See, I didn't think it went that deep, but brother, let me tell you, it goes fucking deep.
Okay.
So when he said they took our Parmesan, I'm thinking, oh, okay, like you have the big kitchen area right
Maybe
here.
we really do need the wall.
Somebody from. They're coming for a goddamn They're taking the Parmesan away, and they did.
Trying to compete with Alex. What are you doing?
There's a goddamn base on the moon that they're putting all the fucking Parmesan. Goddamn frogs. But the Parmesan. Let me tell you something about this, okay? He said they. I thought it was one of the people in the next station because they got the people making the pizzas, they got the people rolling the sushis, they got the people making the daily meal preps.
I could see the pizza
I'm like,
people.
okay, somebody sneaks over and be like, hey, we're out of parm.
Right.
I'm going to take yours. They don't bring it back.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. He goes, yeah, we're not allowed to have it anymore. And I'm like, well, wait, hold up. Stop. What do you mean you're not allowed to have it anymore? And he goes, well...
Like you specifically?
We can't
trust you?
He said, no. He said, we can't serve it with the meatball parm anymore. And I'm like, but it's called the meatball parmesan. It's literally half of the menu item. Mm-hmm. It says parmesan right there. He goes, yes, but the problem is, though, when they calculated the calories for the menu, they failed to include the parmesan. So they took it away.
No.
And I'm like, you motherfuckers have Post-it notes in aisle 11. Go grab one and add 2 goddamn calories to it and give me my fucking Parmesan.
He's not wrong, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not wrong.
Well, okay. But, okay, well, no. Fuck this. This is bullshit. Because not everybody gets the same fucking shit on a turkey sandwich.
What do you mean?
Like, some people like tomatoes, some people like onions, some people like whatever the fuck, right?
Right.
Well, then that calorie count's going to be wrong, too.
Well, no, because there is a base calorie count. And this is the other thing that didn't make sense to me. So there's a base calorie count that doesn't include the additional items, I would assume.
Yeah.
All that other stuff, because it's technically optional, that doesn't count towards the base calorie count.
Okay.
However, if I ask for Parmesan,
you should be able to get it.
I should still. This is America.
Wait, so they flat out denied you.
They flat out denied me Parmesan.
So if you had gotten a turkey sandwich and wanted Parmesan on it, could they give it to you?
I would say no, because they didn't have Parmesan anywhere near their prep area.
Wow. You're like, I'll go over to the dairy section.
I thought about walking over and opening up a tub of Parmesan and just sprinkling some on there.
I'm owed this. This is for me.
I deserve this because I paid my. Well, I haven't paid. Well, I do pay my taxes. I haven't received my taxes back though.
I did.
But and just kind of sneak it by. Be like, here's that good shit. Mm-hmm. You hang on to this. Mm-hmm. Just don't let Danny know. I know how Danny gets.
And he's like, he lifts up the container for like the 5 or the 10 that and he's like, wait, what? There's nothing? Fuck you.
But still, though, Wegmans is number one in our hearts.
Yeah.
The cheese on the baked potato at Wendy's.
Yeah. They're like, we don't, like, it was a baked potato, like a loaded baked potato situation. And they're like, we don't have cheese.
They were out of cheese, or they took their cheese?
Motherfuckers, they make cheeseburgers. They have cheese.
But I would say in that situation, I could understand, because I would assume that the cheese for the burgers, there's an inventory. Mm-hmm. So you got to have the right amount of cheese for the right amount of burgers. Mm-hmm. If you don't have the right amount of cheese, then it's all chaos. Case in point. I'm just saying. Talking with my hands a lot today. I'm very amped up now.
But they lied to me.
Oh, my God.
Because they said, we don't have cheese.
They just didn't have cheese. But they didn't have the cheese for the potatoes.
If they said that, that'd be one thing.
They
said, we don't have cheese. And then we say,
here's the thing.
Could I order a cheeseburger? Could I order a cheeseburger?
You're just going to rip the cheese off the cheeseburger and put it on
No,
your potato?
I'm just, as a point, saying like, okay, I can't get my loaded baked potato because you don't have any cheese. But if I ordered a cheeseburger, would there be cheese on the goddamn cheeseburger?
Here's the thing.
I don't give a fuck about your inventory. I'm the customer.
I understand, but I feel like based on the context involved around this, if I was told they don't have cheese, I would be led to assume that they don't have the proper cheese for the proper potato. Because inventory counts, you got to have the right amount of cheese for the right amount of burger. If you don't have the right amount of cheese, then it's just chaos.
Listen, I'm a paying customer. I'm not an accountant. I don't do taxes. But
you're saying if you wanted cheese, they should have given you your
cheese. Fucking cheese. Listen, I'm going to Wendy's.
You're not asking for much.
I'm not expecting it to be 5 stars. All right? If there's a goddamn slice of American cheese on a baked potato, I'm going to say par for the course.
Yeah, okay.
Christ.
But your kids were sick.
Right, so... I don't even know where we left off.
They've been sick since Friday. No one's eating. Somehow we mentioned Wegmans. I went on a wild ride.
Okay. I just remember why we mentioned Wegmans. Not thrilling. So it was about soup. So,
soup, yeah, because of the Wegmans.
Yeah, and I was gonna tell a thing, but whatever.
Okay.
So anyway, they've been sick
since
Friday, and they have a button to add a slice of cheese on any burger. The wife is still pissed.
Who has a button? Wendy's has a buttons?
Yeah, like if you wanted extra cheese, they have a button, extra cheese.
They just hit a button and a new piece of cheese lands on your burger?
No, it's not automated, asshole. It comes on the screen.
Oh.
You deserve to be here.
It's the mozzarella tower all over again. I'm back.
You got a little bit of a breakdown there,
Oh,
pal.
God, I'm losing my mind. Go ahead. No, I'm sad.
Oh, I'm crying. So anyway, I guess moral to the story.
Kids were sick. You haven't been sleeping. No one's eating.
No one's eating. Okay, yeah. So no one's eating.
Right.
And you try to get them something.
Sure.
Like, all they eat is goddamn popsicles because they have fevers, and you want to get their fever down. Yeah. And they don't want any actual real food, and then they just eat popsicles all day, and then they have the goddamn, like, paper cuts in the side of their mouth from the plastic wrap. And
those ones. Yeah. Like, have they not learned at this point?
No. They, like, the goddamn company that comes out with one that has rubber sides is going to be amazing.
You're right.
Like, you're just doing society a favor.
Mm-hmm.
So, the daughter starts to get better.
Okay.
The daughter starts, she's still got like a bad cough.
Right. Okay.
And, she's fighting it off, but the fever is down, which is great. We're like, okay, this is awesome. The boy gets worse.
Oh.
And he's just, and of course, it's the 2-year-old that gets worse, because they're going to be more difficult to deal with. Although, sometimes the 7-year-old's worse. Just kind of depends on the day. But anyway, so we can't get the fever down. We can't get the fever down. It's every night he's waking up every 10 minutes. Just it's not good. And then, so finally I'm just like, listen, we got to take him to a doctor or something. So the wife takes him to urgent care while I'm trying to finish up a paper over the weekend, and calls me and says, you'll never guess what the hell's wrong with him. And I'm like, what? And he goes, you know how everybody had a flu? And I'm like, yeah. He's got an ear infection.
Wait, what?
He's got an ear infection.
Wait, everybody at the party
got the flu.
Or I would assume flu-like symptoms.
Correct.
He got an ear infection.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's like, I never would have guessed that.
Huh.
In a million years.
I used to get ear infections all the time.
A lot of kids do.
Yeah, I was very prone.
Mm-hmm.
I also had like a weird skin thing.
Well, you can't smell.
I also can't smell. Thanks for bringing that back up, Dick. I feel
maybe
like
you're the robot.
Maybe I feel like I turned out okay.
That's fair.
Passable at best.
Not a danger to society. How about that? I mean, they did cancel.
It's only Wednesday.
They did cancel The Punisher, so.
Well, I'm not going to go rage over it.
No?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You should.
Why?
You have a tattoo.
I do.
I thought you'd be more emotional than this.
I am. I mean, well, hey, sometimes business is just business.
Well, it's not going away.
They could do something with the Disney app.
They're going to do something.
They
with
could,
Disney.
yeah,
So I wouldn't be too worried.
I'm not. That's what it is.
Right.
There's a lot to life that you can still, I have other things to depress me. It's fine. So where were we going with all this?
So the kids were
where
saying,
are you now?
Okay, so where we are now is that we had to get the amoxicillin for the boy for the ear infection. The daughter finally went back to school today.
Mm-hmm.
So she's there, and then the boy, the fever's kind of wishy-washy, up and down kind of thing. But man, like last night was the first night I slept.
Oh.
Like not all the way through the night, but like
enough to where you're like, you know what?
I don't want to kill myself today.
I don't hate everything.
So it's been rough. It's been rough.
It's been a weird week so far. I'm still trying to come to terms with the fact that it's Wednesday.
Yes.
Because I have not. I mean, for different reasons, I have not slept the last 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in the past 2 days has just been wait, no, it's been 3 days now. Yeah, everything this week has just been a blur.
Okay.
So
I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's already Wednesday, and I also can't believe it's just Wednesday. Like I'm in a weird place.
Shit. Shit. God damn. You just fucked me up.
We're in a weird episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
We're in a weird place.
I'm kind of glad we're here now. No, well, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm so out of sorts. I think everybody thought that I was, like, having issues last week, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Thursday, I went and I got my hair cut.
Mm-hmm.
And you are a man with like very similar hairstyle.
Lack thereof, yes.
Okay. I used to buzz my head all the time.
Uh-huh.
Like that was my go-to.
See, that's
approach.
the move.
Yeah.
For anyone out there that doesn't know what to do with your hair,
buzz it.
That's the move.
Buy yourself a pair of clippers.
I wish I would have known that in high school.
Yeah, buy yourself a pair of clippers. They're like $15. You can do it yourself. Make sure you have a friend handy so that they can catch any spots that you might have missed. And put
wives
down,
are great for that.
And put down newspaper too. So Thursday I was like kind of bumming, and like I wasn't going to the gym because like I ended up staying at work late again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's been my problem. I've been. It was like I told you before the show. It's like I'm really invested in what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
So I was like driving home and I was kind of bumming. So I was like, you know what? I don't know. I need to like change something. And I was like looking at my hair and like I'm having it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get my hair cut. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I was planning to get it just trimmed up anyways.
Right.
She's like, fuck it. So I go there, I sit down. She's like, what are we doing? I'm like, buzz it all off. And she was like, what? And I'm like, is that an uncommon request?
Right.
At a hair salon? I'm like, do you not get many guys who are just like buzz me?
Right.
And she's like, you're short? And I'm like, yeah, I used to do it all the time.
Right.
And go short. And she's like, what? Short? I'm like, yes!
She's so used to man buns.
Dude, this has been an issue.
Mm-hmm.
See, and Christy will tell me that she won't tell this to me directly, but I can hear between the words.
Right on.
That she's
as
like,
women are.
she's like, this is the problem you can resolve. Just go to a better place to get your hair cut. Wait, real quick. Like, they just don't want to be the ones to fuck someone's hair up if they cut it too short. That is very true. However, here's the problem with that. I don't mind a shorter haircut. Especially when I tell them, do this, like this size of the
It's what you're requesting.
Yeah. Also,
once again, you're the fucking paying customer.
Yeah.
Like, why can't you get your goddamn Parmesan?
Exactly. If I want my goddamn Parmesan, I'm going to get my fucking Parmesan.
Right.
I mean, I'll go buy it, but I also had some at home. I had it sprinkled. So anyways, so I get there, and then, like, I asked her about it, and I was like, just cut it short and go literally as short as you can on the sides. Like right. I'm like, what's the lowest number you have? Because I asked her that specifically.
Was she like, I can get the straight razor?
She was like, well, it was like a 5C or something like that. Or like a 5-0. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, let's go like one above that.
Okay.
She was like, really? And I'm like, yes.
Because like she's ready to have some fun.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to shave this
because
monkey.
Like anytime I go, I'm always like, do this area, like go as short as you can without shaving me bald. Uh-huh. And like they go down to a 1. Oh, and I'm like, is that it? And she was like, yeah, no, it's good. And I'm like, you just don't want to go any shorter.
Right.
So I get the coupon, so I go there. Mm-hmm. It's cheap. I don't really give a shit. But then I went into work, and everybody was like, so what made you decide?
Did you lose a bet?
To do that? And I'm like, it's a haircut. People get their haircut like this all the time.
Right.
So I've been dealing with that. Kevin, I tell you that to Thanks, Christy. Awesome. She said, I tell you that to your face. You don't got to read between the words. I'm aware. Thank you. I was just, trying to lighten the mood. So, yeah.
That's one for you, Chris. That's one.
So it's been a weird week. I haven't been sleeping either for different reasons. We had the goddamn.
Was your haircut?
No, it's actually quite comforting because I can sleep in a little bit because I don't have to like rinse my hair off, get it all matted down.
Oh yeah, you can do the hobo shower.
I can just do the hobo shower. I mean, I usually take a shower the night before.
Well, right.
Oh, you ever just like forget to take a shower?
Sure.
Yeah. I've done that before. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. It's weird, yeah.
Do you double up on the Axe spray a little bit, or cologne?
I'll do the deodorant, and then I'll put like an extra layer of the lotion on because I'm told it gives off a nice
do you use cocoa butter?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would.
What do you mean I would?
Don't you listen? Anyone who puts cocoa butter on and walks around and people can smell your cocoa butter, like everybody just thinks like, oh, there goes an asshole.
I assume they already say, "Oh, there goes an asshole."
Well, when I smell, well, you can't fucking smell. God damn you! Like, when I smell cocoa butter, I'm just like, this guy's a jerk. Like immediately.
Why? So you equate coconut? I would assume coconut in general, just like cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter specifically. That smell.
Okay.
And it's like, this person's a jerk.
Why?
Because
do you think there's like a level of pretension that's involved with that?
I think so, because like back in the day when we used to, well, I don't know about you, but I did tanning.
I still do the tanning.
You still do the tanning?
I haven't.
Who are you trying to impress, sir?
I haven't. To be fair, I haven't really been going to the gym lately, so I've been missing out on my tanning sessions. And then, of course, the last time I went tanning, I just burned the shit out of my face. And another thing, so here's the thing. I get my head shaved.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, why did you do that? My face is literally falling off. Nobody says a goddamn word to me. I'm sitting at my desk melting. I am melting. I have skin flakes falling off because it's all dried. And I'm like, I look feverish. Nobody says a word.
You could have rosacea. Nobody knows.
And then like once it starts to subside, somebody just goes, so why'd you burn your face? Like, I don't know, man.
I was in charge of dinner last night.
Yeah.
That's all you guys say.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a week. And they're like, oh, no, we knew. I'm like, yeah? They're like, yeah, just nobody said anything. And I'm like, okay. Weird, but okay.
Thanks.
Where were we?
I don't know.
We need a note taker. What was I yelling about?
You couldn't something else with buying something that you couldn't get, and not the Parmesan, but the fuck are you doing?
What the hell? I don't recall. Wait. This is the other fun part about the show, when we try to remember what we were talking about, because we've derailed ourselves so
bad.
Much.
I don't know. You're telling a story.
I was telling the story. So my face got red and my head got shaved.
Yeah, your haircut. That's right.
My haircut. Oh yeah. So
it wouldn't
you
get
do
down.
the hobo shower.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were complaining about dudes with cocoa butter.
Right.
I see. I didn't buy the cocoa butter. The cocoa butter just happened to appear in the apartment by the bathroom sink, and I do have my own. Not my own cocoa butter, but my own lotion. My own lotion.
I thought it was your own cocoa butter, and you're just like, I'm just so ashamed. If only I had a sign that it was okay to be whoever you want to be. I know. Jerk.
No. And I know that my lotion is mine because it says men's lotion on it. I mean, there's no other way I would know that.
Why is there a distinction between men and women? Because they know that men are going to use it for extracurricular activities?
Extracurricular activities. You can't use that kind of lotion. That's not how it works. Okay. Son of a bitch.
Well, we are here.
Do you know how I know, right? No wonder I'm here. Do you know? You know how that works. No, you can't use that kind of lotion because it absorbs.
I don't know what kind of lotion your man's lotion is.
It's just it's literally the same kind of lotion. Like
it's like cocoa butter?
Basically, it probably is cocoa butter.
Do not use cocoa butter for that activity.
Don't use any kind of like regular lotion. You need to use like an Astroglide, okay? Wait, we're talking about jerking off, right? Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you weren't trying to get somewhere else because there could be some other things you could do that you might use the lotion for. Listen, it is
talking about massaging my wife. How about that?
You can't use lotion.
What do you mean you can't use lotion?
You have to use like a greasy lotion. I just got a massage the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
First time?
No, like third time.
Well,
it was yesterday. Okay.
Wait.
What?
Where did you get a massage?
When or where?
Where? Yeah.
The place up the road.
Like, did you just like? I feel like getting a massage.
I had a gift certificate.
Okay, makes more
Christy
sense.
got me a gift certificate for my birthday last year. I found it, and I realized it expired in 2 months, so I figured I should go use it.
Now, maybe you should be reading between the lines on that one. Like, bro, you need to calm down a little bit.
Well, no, she knows that I have, like, I always complain about the knots in my back.
Oh, okay.
And then that was the thing she would tell me to my face, like, you need to go get your goddamn massage. I've been telling you to get your freaking massage for months, and you still haven't gone. And I'm like, I'm going to go. And then I went. Okay. I had a year.
Right.
It's within the 12 months.
It was still good.
Yeah. But I learned either she did the lady who
the masseuse.
The masseuse. She either did a really bad job or my back is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the latter.
I fucked my back up so bad the other day.
Really?
Doing nothing.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it was great. And I couldn't walk for like 2 days.
I got up from my desk and walked out to our warehouse at work this afternoon, and my ankle was killing me. Just kind of happened like that. But no, because like I've been having issues with my shoulder, which is weird because like this was my left shoulder was not the shoulder that I injured.
Okay.
Back in the Raslin days.
In the Dizzy.
But lately, like it feels like I have like a knot.
Okay.
Like real deep inside like my shoulder blade area. So I was like, work on that. And she's like, okay, it is an hour and 15-minute massage. So did you want me to only focus on that area? And I'm like, well, no. But, like, go with the area. And I told her, I was like, you can put pressure. Like it's fine. And like, I was getting a very weird vibe because she was asking me, like, okay, do you get massages? Like, do you, like, how active are you? And I'm like, I've only gotten a couple of them in the past. I used to do pro wrestling. I'm pretty active. Like I tend to work out a lot. She's like, how often? I'm like, daily. She's like, do you see a chiropractor? And I'm like, I used to. many moons ago.
You know those are bullshit, right?
What, chiropractors?
Yeah.
It's a temporary fix.
Well, you know how that was started, right?
Some guy got knocked over and they had it on a garbage can in a garage, and then...
No.
Obviously, we don't got a Simpsons fan over here.
No.
Do you know the story of I'm assuming his name is Ted Chiropractor?
Ted Chiropractor?
Just tell your fucking story, man. Jesus, I'm trying.
I am lost.
I'm dying here. Just go.
I can watch you die all day.
We're already here. What's left?
Go on. So chiropractors are bullshit.
Why?
It was started by a carny.
Well, everything was.
This is it's legit quack medicine that your insurance will probably pay for.
Yeah, which is why I will go.
Yes.
Because I've gone in the past, and there are, I'm sure in the past few years it's been
Don't trust
refined.
the carnies, by the way.
So anyways, she did the massage.
Yep.
And
was she a carny?
No, she was not a carny. But first thing I did was like I checked my neck, and I could do a full like rotation, which before I could not, although it's feeling kind of stiff right now. Like I still felt like pressure in my shoulder, and so like I went out. She was like, "Okay, so like how are you feeling? How was everything?" I was like, "It was good, it was good." I still have like a lot of tension in my shoulder though. She goes, "Oh, well, you could come back." And I'm like,
okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, maybe. She's like, or, like I'd also, see a chiropractor. And I'm like, okay, so either you did a bad job or my back's really fucked up.
Yeah. It seems like somebody was having a Monday.
It was a Tuesday.
Exactly.
Wait, her or me?
Her.
Oh, okay.
Like, she didn't want to do dick.
Yeah, well, okay. I mean, that could have been fair.
Christy, I'd ask for my money back. Speaking of, did you get your money back from last week?
Oh, update. Boom. No, I haven't. Okay, so
what happened?
So just to recap. It was like middle of the month.
Uh-huh.
I bought these things.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
turtle toys.
Okay, we'll jump back into that later. Yeah. So is
that our boy?
I bought. Yeah, that's our boy. I bought some turtle toys.
Yeah.
The exclusive San Diego Comic-Con 2016 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade exclusives produced by NECA Toys.
Very expensive.
At a price point I feel like you would expect. But I found them on eBay in the price range that I was comfortable with. I got the villain set from a nice gentleman in New Jersey who sent them out the next day because his wife worked for the post office, which was right around the corner. And he could go there on his lunch break.
Perfect.
Got it.
Great.
Looked great. Just as described. Wonderful. 5 stars. Would buy from again. The Heroes and a half shell, though.
Turtle power.
Turtle fucking power.
Why didn't they have Wendy in that collection?
Who the fuck is Wendy?
No.
Who is Wendy, man? Are you thinking of Peter Pan? Wow. You. Oh, boy. Do you wanna... Do you need... I am just as confused as you are, folks.
I was talking about April.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh no, you're special. You're having a special moment right now, aren't you? Apparently the perks around here are pretty good. They did not include April O'Neil because they were sets of 4, and they did the hero set and the villain set. Plus, April O'Neil isn't really featured in the game.
That's not true.
She's kind of like a cutscene character.
Yeah.
But like
that's like a big deal.
Yeah, like she gets kidnapped and she's kind of in the background, like, save me.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like saying, like, is Princess Peach a main character?
Yes, because you can play games where you control her.
See, like...
Plus, she's a featured character.
Did you actually ever get around to playing the Spider-Man game?
The new one?
Yeah.
No, I have not. Listen, I got a gift card to GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use it on that once the price drops.
I thought you already had it.
Had what?
Spider-Man.
No, I didn't buy it.
Oh, just give it to you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I beat it. Like a real fan.
Well, I mean, I'm not necessarily a real fan. I don't have fucking Spider-Man tattooed on my dick. I mean, I don't have anything tattooed on my dick.
Well, yeah, but didn't, like, the Punisher debut in Spider-Man?
He did, yeah.
See?
Well,
look at you.
Whatever. So I bought the hero set, and it did not come as described. Wow! So... We're going to talk later. And I discussed the situation last week, and because you are an eBay connoisseur, an eBay expert, you're sort of my go-to for advice on that sort of thing. You had said to file a claim.
Correct. Yes.
At the very least, I could get some money back if I wanted to keep it.
And did you?
I contacted the seller.
God damn it! Why did you do that?
No. I filed the claim.
Okay.
Yes. So I filed the claim, and I included photos. I included a description, why I was unhappy, and just said, listen, I'm expecting a return. The person got back to me and, didn't really address any of the concerns, which were that, the fact that it was listed in California, shipped out of China, the fact that the box was damaged despite saying it was in perfect condition, the fact that one of the arms on a figure was twisted backwards despite saying it was unopened, and the sticker for the San Diego Comic-Con was kind of off, which made me think that there were some legitimacy issues with the product itself. The guy said, it's legitimate. I can attest to that.
Well, I believe you now.
What would you like as compensation? And I was like, well, we'll hold on here. I'm like, let's just maybe go through some questions. And I'm like, and I went into a little bit more detail on some of the issues that I was having. And they said, listen, like it is a real item. Let us know what we can refund you. I said,
all of it? That'd be great.
And I was like, well...
You tried to be fair, didn't you?
I tried to be a little fair, because he said, if you want to keep it... Because, at this point, I'm not opposed to keeping it, but, as long as I'm getting my money, some money back.
Right.
So I said, I'm like, if you're going to give me... I'm like, you haven't addressed some of my concerns. If you're going to give me a partial refund, I want... And I did the math. I didn't even need to ask Christy for help.
Wow.
I know. I'm learning. I did the math, and I figured it to recoup the cost of shipping plus half of the listed price.
Okay.
Which came out to about, it was $55, which was more than half of the product from what I paid. And I was like, let me know. I was like, that's what I would expect for a partial refund.
Right.
Nothing for 2 days.
Okay.
And then yesterday, I got an email, and they're like, sorry, or no, it was this morning I got it. Because, today was the day I could contact eBay.
Okay.
So I got it this morning, and the guy was like, it's a legitimate item. It shipped out of our, it shipped out of China because it was, out of, and I think there was some language barrier there. But I believe what he was trying to say was it was out of stock at our California warehouse and store.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, that's weird.
Right.
And he's like, can you send pictures of the damage? And he sent that to me as a direct message.
Okay.
I was like, so I copied his message, put it in
the dispute
thread.
Okay, good.
And I followed up right below that in the text box, and I was like, well, hang on here. And I'm like, I already sent you photos. I'm like, and what did you mean, like, it was out of stock in your warehouse? Like, are you manufacturing this item currently?
Right.
Because if they are, that right there means it's
not
a fraudulent product.
You might have uncovered a ring.
Ooh, oh shit! Maybe I am Batman. Fuck! I'm gonna put my coat back on.
It is a little brisk.
Well, no, I'm saying because I'm. Actually, I look more like the Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was like, are you gonna give me my money back, basically? Mm-hmm. And if I don't hear anything back when I get home, I'm probably just gonna have eBay step in. So be like, give me my money. Let me take this back off.
Now I'm confused.
What are you confused about?
So what you said you filed the dispute.
I filed the dispute,
but you were still like you selected the option of I'm going to try to work it out with the seller or something like that.
No. So the way it works is
I can't remember exactly how it works.
So you file the claim,
right?
Which is typically and I think it did change somewhat recently. Mm-hmm. You file the claim on a product you purchased, and you say, like, there's a selection, and it's like, this item, I never received it, wrong item,
right.
Damaged, not as described, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. And then you put in, you can add photos and a description, and then you have a week to work it out with the seller through the claim form.
Okay.
And then eBay says, if you can't get it worked out within 7 days, then you can escalate it to us.
Okay.
I think it did change because when I had a dispute on something that I sold,
right.
I think it was like a 3-day turnaround.
It was, yeah, because that's how it used to be. Because I remember one time I got completely screwed out of something I sold because of the 3-day turnaround.
Yeah, and when I missed the initial 3-day turnaround for the thing that I sold, the buyer and I ended up working it out on our own anyways.
Oh, good.
So I think it's eBay just being like, look, you be adults, handle it yourself. If not, come get us. Like one of those things.
Right.
So I'm going to escalate it either tonight or tomorrow, like first thing, if I don't get my money.
Yeah, it definitely seems sketchy, for sure, but it kind of seems sketchy from the jump, so.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes you got to, roll those dice.
You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold.
I guess I'm holding them right now.
Know when to walk away.
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Well, good for you.
So, but that brings me to the new dilemma.
Oh, dilemma. Okay. 5 cents, please.
Oh, I put my change away. I was gonna pull out a nickel and would have blown your fucking head off.
Would have.
We talk about this a lot on the show. I'm falling into the collector's rabbit hole
again.
Again? Yeah, again. No, I think like I'm just falling deeper. I think.
Okay.
I think I fell in, and like I was like,
and then you drank the potion and became real big.
No, I did not become Tom Hanks.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I believe we mentioned this last week too. NECA released the cartoon versions of the Ninja Turtles at like a Comic-Con maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
Or like last year even.
Okay, so these ones were based off the arcade game, and the new ones
are based on the early 90s cartoon.
I love that cartoon.
Yeah, it's a great cartoon.
Every time we go to the video store, I get the VHS of that cartoon.
And they had them as, and this time they were selling them as 2-packs, where you got a hero and a villain.
Ooh.
And then, so they've got all 4 turtles with like 2 foot soldiers, a Shredder, and a Krang.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and then they're going to do a Bebop and Rocksteady figure. Which I was like, yes.
That's awesome. Do you know, it's somebody's job to try to figure out logistically who goes next to who?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it makes sense the way they paired everybody up.
Oh, good. I hate it when you get like one, you're just like, these guys don't
go together. Like they put Donnie with Krang.
Okay.
And his like mechanical legs, because Donnie fucks machines.
Right.
They put Raph with a foot soldier, Mikey with a foot soldier, then Leo, because he's the leader, with Shredder.
Makes sense.
And they put Bebop and Rocksteady together.
Do they have the rat?
No, I'm hoping could be. They might do more runs later on.
Gotcha.
Because I don't think Bebop and Rocksteady were part of the initial offering. But they could do more. I'm hoping for a Casey Jones, to be honest. So they released. So the announcement came out that they were going to be releasing end of February, beginning of March. No real dates, but they were Target exclusives.
Oh, okay.
So yesterday, because I was in the Cicero area,
because you're an adult,
because I am an adult with a steady paycheck and a car,
disposable income.
Yeah, I don't have kids. I was like, well, let me stop out at the Target. Mm-hmm. So I stopped out, and NECA has like their own little section. Mm-hmm. It's like one shelf, but it's like over by the DVDs.
Oh yeah, they're in that lineup of like of IPs.
Yeah. And they had like a bunch of the stuff on display, and they had a handful of the sets, but they only had Donnie and Raph.
Okay,
like with their respective villains. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is odd, because you would expect, like, you wouldn't expect like leftover of just like 2 characters,
right? You
figure like if people are like, if anybody's buying these specifically, they're buying all 4.
You would think.
So I was thinking, I was like, they probably didn't put out like the Leo and Mikey one. So I grabbed the 2, and I was like,
got that little itch going. Got that itch.
I was like, damn. Now, you know what? We're going to Fayetteville. So I drove.
Love it.
Across town.
Literally
to the opposite side of the area.
Yep.
To Fayetteville.
Done that before.
Actually, wait, did I go to Fayetteville first? Which one did I go to first? Yeah. This is how stupid I was. Mm-hmm. So I drove to Fayetteville.
Yep.
Which is near where I live.
Yes.
It's closer.
Yes.
They had nothing at Fayetteville.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm going Fairmount. Drove past where I live, past where I was an hour before, and I went to Fairmount. They had nothing.
Oh, my God.
So I was like, God damn it. And at this point, and I was like, there's one more store.
Camillus?
No, Fairmount is, no, there is no one in Camillus. It's Fairmount.
Okay.
I had that same argument with Christie. They're not the same. They are different. They're different towns.
Christie, that might have been 2 for you.
So... And I was like, there's still the Clay store.
Okay.
In retrospect, I should have gone to the Clay store last night.
You don't say.
So I was like, I'm itchy, but it's 7 o'clock and I haven't eaten dinner yet and I got to pee.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? It'll be fine. I'll just go some other time this week.
Right.
I left work today.
Uh-huh.
And I drove out to Clay. They didn't even have a NECA stand. Well, actually, hang on, wait, no. I let me take one step back. I went to Cicero first.
Just to check.
Because I was like, they had them yesterday, maybe they'll have more.
Right.
They did not restock.
Okay.
Then I drove from Cicero to Clay.
Which is more reasonable.
Right. I don't know if you were aware of what it was doing today.
Oh, it was well, actually, you know what? To be perfectly honest with you, I worked from home today.
Oh, well, good for you.
So I didn't really have a good, when I got off of my shift, I went outside and I'm just like, oh, it's cold.
Today was not the type of day you want to be driving around on a toy hunt.
Nope.
Not at all. However, I
braved the elements.
Hear the itch. And now here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's a big part of me that wants to like duck out of work early tomorrow and hit all was it 4 stores again.
So wait, hold on. Clay didn't have anything.
Clay didn't even have a NECA display.
Okay.
Like they had nothing. They are worthless.
I mean, that is the worst Target.
You know what? Okay, and because here's the other thing. So initially, Christy and I, we went this past Saturday to the Cicero and Fayetteville Targets. Mm-hmm. And then we skipped out on the last 2 because they didn't have anything and I didn't want to drag her around. Mm-hmm. We came to the conclusion that every Target is the same. Mm-hmm. You don't walk into like a Target with a similar setup. You walk into the same Target every time you go to a Target. It's just a portal gateway.
Pretty
one
much.
Location. However, the one in Clay, this is how I knew it was fucked up. Because you walk in on the left-hand side of the store, and everything is backwards.
Yes.
Everything is backwards. and it was chaos. It was utter chaos. And so I bought some shoes. And I'll say this. I had a moment walking into the Cicero store yesterday.
Okay.
Was it the Cicero store? It was, yeah, I think it was, I believe it was the Cicero store.
You had a moment.
It was the first one I walked into. I'm walking, I know where I got to go. I'm walking over to that area. I see a guy walk by me. And he just looks very, like, not like upset.
Okay.
But just like, you know.
Moody.
Not necessarily moody, but just like, you know how sometimes you see people and you're like, you know what, today's not going their way.
Yeah.
I saw him.
I know that feeling.
And like, I walked past him, he walked past me, and we kind of had a moment where we locked eyes. And I was like, And then I'm walking a little bit further, and there's like another guy that turns the corner. He walks past me, I walk past him, we both kind of lock eyes. And it's like the same kind of feeling.
Okay.
And he walks past me, and I just kind of stop, and I go, they ain't got the toys here. I walked up, sure enough, they did not have the toys there.
Oh, so you think those were other disappointed?
Those were other disappointed guys. I know for a fact. Because when I left the store, I had the same look on my face. So now I'm stuck in the dilemma of when do I go back?
You can start to smell your own.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. It's just like a non-verbal communication.
Yeah.
But now the point I'm at is like when do I go back?
Well, you got. See, here's the deal. If you were a real collector,
right,
you would know the truck schedule for Target.
I did find, so back when I was like starting to get into like the pop vinyls, there were people who were like passing around like the inventory numbers, like the certain codes that are like this product is going to this store on this day. And I was like, oh shit, there's a fucking underground for this.
Right,
This is cool.
Right.
I haven't been able to find a thing
really
on these figures. It's nuts. And like I'm going on Twitter, and it's like some people have them, some people don't. Like some store, kind of like the Clay store, don't have like the displays at all.
Right.
So I'm just like, when do I go back? Because now I'm like a fucking. Like
See, okay. We have just experienced a similar situation.
Oh yeah.
Where they were doing a release of Mickey premium ice cream bars that are typically only in the parks. They were making a freezer edition for your home.
Ooh.
Which for a Disney fan, that's big currency, right? So, and it's for his 90th birthday, which is, I mean, it was November, but like I guess as the wife said, like he's 90 for the whole year now.
Well,
so,
that's how age works.
Well, yeah, but then they're gonna like celebrate it for the whole year. Like I just thought they were gonna do it for like the month.
Or
something
so
like
it's
that.
like this is his night. Well, yeah, because that's the gimmick.
Right. So
90 years.
90 years.
I mean, he's not 90. He's a character. He doesn't age.
Well, he ages well.
Mice don't. No mouse has ever lived to 90.
That's not true.
Name one.
Mickey Mouse.
Not a real. Continue your story. Continue your dumb story.
So we were checking the freezers.
Right.
Everywhere we went, go to Walmart, you go to Target,
right,
you go back to Walmart because you forgot four things.
You forgot 4 things that you need to pick up at Walmart
every single time, for like weeks.
Right.
We're just checking it, and then today,
like as in today,
oh,
shit.
I get a text with a picture of a grocery cart. And there are some Mickey premium bars.
No kidding.
And it was my buddy, and he's just like, Bro. Wegmans on Taft.
Wegmans! Wegmans!
Full
Are you hearing
circle.
Me? Wegmans! End the show. I'm jumping in.
If you want to hit us up with anything about anything, you can email us at brainwreckshow@gmail.com. Hit us up on all social media platforms at Brainwreck Show.
It's all Brainwreck Show.
It's always been Brainwreck Show. Well, actually, that's not true.
That is
This week, I'm Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been your show.